How you doing, everybody? This is Max Farrell from DexFXMarkets.com. In this segment, we're going to talk about choosing a copy system, what we call copy. Now, 1 + 1 = 3. I know this doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it doesn't matter what the equation is. The StepBot itself is a very powerful solution, and it sits on a very powerful server. As it does so, it makes trades to a particular system, what we refer to as MetaTrader 4. And that MetaTrader 4 then trades to a broker. Okay, and this broker is then copied to your broker. This is basically how we do it. So there's either the software for MetaTrader 4 or another service we have that we'll discuss that does the same thing. Okay, makes the trade to the broker, and then the broker directly copies to your broker. Okay, so I'll show you how that all works. MetaTrader 4 is a piece of software that sits on either your home computer or a VPS. This one way really is two. That's why it's 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 3 ways to do this. We don't suggest you using your home computer. We do suggest you using our Dex Web Tools system for using a VPS, because it's a higher end VPS. It has more reliability. It won't shut down. It doesn't bog up. It doesn't create issues with the internet or anything else. Its only sole purpose is to trade your trades. And it can hold multiple MT4s, right? So if you or a loved one, you wanted to have somebody else on it or what have you, or share that responsibility, that's up to you, okay? But these two systems are very reliable. Now, the Dex FX copy system is extremely reliable as well and has a little bit lower costs and pros and cons, which we'll go over here in just a second. The system is real simple. MetaTrader 4 software sits on your home computer or the VPS, okay, and you can attach it to our Dex FX copy bot, which will attach to the MetaTrader 4, which then makes the trades from our broker system to your broker. Okay, so your MetaTrader 4 becomes a copy system from our broker, which then trades to your broker. The Dex FX copy WB system does sort of the same thing, but it does it in the following fashion. Since the MetaTrader 4 sits on your home computer, okay, and copies from our broker and then relays that to your broker, where the Dex FX copy system does the same thing, exactly like MetaTrader 4. But the Dex FX copy system trades from broker to broker, where this has to shut down periodically to reboot and do other things. This never does. A little bit of a difference. The cost is the same. Both systems from MetaTrader 4 CopyBot, the CopyBot system, if we get a VPS, is $29 a month. Okay? The VPS costs $29 a month. It's a high-end VPS that has multiple availabilities to put multiple MT4s on. The Dex FX Copy WB is also $29. We negotiated our price to be able to bring it down as low as we possibly could. And this is about as low as we can go for right now. The pros and cons of each side. The MetaTrader 4 is you get a little bit more control, and you get to add more things to it, such as like the MyFX book and any other indicators and stuff you want to do. We don't suggest trading while you're doing that on that MetaTrader 4. So that's something, if you want to have more control, then you can go do that. The cons to that is that it has to be watched and it has to be made sure that it's on at all times. The Dex FX copy pros and cons are as follows. It's on all the time. This is the pro. It's on all the time. It's never down. You don't need to look at MyFX book because it has its own version of MyFX book on itself. You can see the stats. You can see everything right there. It's super easy to set up. It takes about 10 minutes to set up, where the other one takes about an hour. Okay. The cons, I don't know yet. I haven't found one yet. I don't know if there is one. I mean, if you like to do the other stuff, the only con is that you can't do the other stuff. You can't manipulate the chain. You can't get out of the trades in that process, prematurely if you wanted to. But you don't want to mess with this StepBot. You don't want to get in the middle of that, okay? So down below in the training, you're going to get a choice to either pick A or B. So I think A is the MetaTrader 4 side, where B is the Dex FX copy. Each one of those lessons, you don't have to go through both of them. If you choose that you want to have the MetaTrader 4 and you like that idea of being more hands-on, then choose A. If it's that you want to be less hands-on and you don't really have a lot of experience trading with computers, then choose B. Simple, right? Good luck. I'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.